Well, you inspire me, brother. I mean, I just wanted to film. That's the thing. And they talk about. I did a little bit of research on YouTube, making YouTube channels before I actually made this channel. And they said just film. They said use whatever you have and just film. It doesn't have to be perfect, and you will get better as you go. And people will actually come along on the journey with you, and they kind of feel like they have a sort of a vested emotional interest in how well you're doing from the beginning. So they said just go ahead and film. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I was very much inspired by your movies. I'm still not nowhere near your level yet and stuff like that. So hopefully I can learn from you.
Nah, don't be like that. I want to go back to the you asked about the quarantine film. There's a funny story behind that film.
Okay.
I have a buddy, my buddy in there, Oren. Shout out to Oren, for coming out and.
I think I know him too from St. Lucia. I think did he go to school with us?
He did, yeah. He went
to
I remember him. At secondary school.
Yeah.
He was a bit quiet, but yeah, he was around as well. He actually was in England, and he just moved to Canada recently. He joined the British Army and made the move over here. But it's funny, I was just, it was sort of at the beginning of the whole quarantine thing, and it was the first week where work had allowed us to be able to work from home. And it was a Friday night, and I was just chilling, having a couple glasses of wine like I usually do. And I'm sitting there thinking, how am I going to pass the time? How am I going to be able to keep myself motivated, entertained, creative, just being at home?
Yeah.
And, after a couple of glasses of wine, start getting a bit tipsy, and this idea came to mind that, maybe I should do a short film. I have all this time on my hands, but then I was like, okay, I can do a short film, but if I can't go out, what am I going to film? What am I going to do? And I came up with the idea of, let's do a quarantine film. Let's film 7 days, being stuck indoors, can't do anything, and pretty much starting from day one and losing my mind by day 7.
Yeah, you perfectly captured the psyche, because he was fine the first day, and as time went along and the hair started growing. Now, how did you do the hair thing? Let me take a guess and tell me if I'm right, okay? You filmed the scenes with hair first, and then he shaved, and you filmed the ones before that. You acted like his hair. I love it, man. Secrets of filmmaking.
So I thought out Friday. I talked to him about it Friday night. We didn't write the script or anything. I mean, it's not anything spectacular, but for the time span we had to do it, we're really happy with what we came up with. So I thought about it Friday. I called him up, said, hey, let's do this thing. He's like, yeah, I'm down, let's do it. So I sort of explained it to him. Saturday, we got together, and I played out the different scenes that I want. And he was down for it. So we did all the scenes with hair. And then Saturday night, I gave him a haircut in my garage.
Oh, you cut his hair yourself?
Yeah, because
snap, man! You're a man of many talents. I love it.
You can't go to the barber, so what are you gonna do? Yeah. So I cut his hair. It came out. Thankfully, it came out decent.
Oh, it came out nice, bro. Nice.
Okay. Can you imagine him having holes in his? So anyway, it came out good. And Sunday morning, we started filming the rest of the film, and I think it was so we ended Sunday night, and it was Monday night after I was done work for the day. I sort of slapped all the clips together, and that was it.
So let me backtrack a little bit. First of all, I don't remember you in school being into art at the time. Were you in art? Were you an artist all along?
Not at all, man. I was into sports. I played soccer.
Yeah, I remember you playing soccer and stuff like that. I was doing art back then. You probably don't remember, but I was doing art back in school. I was taking an art class and stuff like that. But
I believe it. No, I remember you. I think you used to paint, if I remember clearly.
I used to do paintings too. Yes.
That's right. No, I've never been artsy ever. I think it was because of how I grew up. My uncles and my family, we all played sports. Weren't really into the arts. And when you're in St. Lucia and you don't have much, I'm not gonna go out there and buy an easel so I can paint. I'm not gonna go out there and buy, a notebook so I can, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You kind of have to do with what you had, and I was never artsy. I couldn't afford to be artsy.
Yeah.
but moving up here, even over the years, I was never really into the arts. I mean, I DJ'd for a little bit, so I guess you can call that art. And that's what
Oh,
got
that's
into,
definitely art. Yeah.
yeah, that's what got me into eventually owning a nightclub. But that was sort of part of it. And really, I didn't get into film and photography until last year. I think it was February. Is when that was the first time I actually picked up a professional camera
Okay.
that myself and my wife bought as a gift to take pictures of the family. It was a Sony A7 III.
Oh, those are nice.
Yeah, those are really nice. And while I was online reading up about it and trying to understand and reading up tutorials on how to take pictures and using the video function, really is when I fell in love with it. Crazy, I started using manually filming, setting up my aperture and ISO and all that stuff, and then I was like, man, this is so much fun, and I just got into this. It was almost like something came over me, and I wanted to film any and everything. I filmed a little segment of me making coffee. I filmed my niece's Christmas party. I filmed, and people around me were probably thinking like, "What is this guy doing?" But
Yeah.
I was just enjoying it, man. And and over time, I just spent a lot of time, just like you, because I love filming. I would spend all night. I'd be up till 4 a.m. looking up YouTube videos, tutorials.
Yeah, that's the way to do it, man.
And that's how I learned.
Please search on YouTube for Just a Thought Vlog and follow us on social media.